Hello. Today is January 9th, 2021. Hope you're well. You can tell from the tone of my voice that I am, per usual, in the midst of an experience, as they say. So, this one is multifaceted. So please bear with us as we try to put something together here. Boy. Don't know if we've ever mentioned this before, but it seems like it would make sense that the more that we gain more clarity about the world around us and about ourselves, and the more open we are to receiving even more understanding and work to continue growing, to continue changing, to strip off those things or let them fall away, or however you want to put it, that are not really beneficial for us. It seems that when we have been working in this way, that our existence would get easier. But that's not the case. Because what is happening is we are rejecting everything that this reality in 2021 on planet Earth dictates that ought to be. When we are letting things fall away, these are things that serve some heavy or low energies and that pull us, that weigh us down. But these are the very things that serve the systems and structures that are in existence right now, and in fact designed to keep human beings down and not come to a true awareness of the power that we hold, or the potential that we have of that. So far from life getting easier in this place, life gets harder. And it's we had this thought earlier about when we're dealing with individuals, and we can include ourselves in this too, because we're individuals. So if you're dealing with a person and they have some core beliefs, and let's just say here's one core belief that they have, and then you interact with that person, and your responses, your behavior, your interaction with them, it does not correspond to their core belief, one that has to do with who they are and what their purpose is, or what their function is in this place. When we don't validate that, it causes agitation in that person. When we don't confirm to them, yes, 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 because with these core beliefs that we build up inside ourselves, these are the skeleton structure of our identity here. And those beliefs are the way we survive in this place. And deep, deep inside, we know that this is how we're surviving. And that's why we will hold on to the bitter end to our core beliefs, because they have everything to do with who we are and why we even exist. Even if it's faulty, even if it's an illusion, it's what we hold on to. And when you come to me with these core beliefs and I don't validate them somehow just in our interaction, or worse, if I say things that maybe even question it, not intentionally, but just the things that I'm saying, or my behavior or something is indicating that I strongly don't resonate with what your core beliefs are, whether or not I articulate it or not. Something in me is not down. That's really going to irritate the other person, and it's going to cause resistance. And so we mentioned that because you can imagine as one single solitary individual saying, okay, no, these structures and these systems, which are responsible for, they're the reason why people begin to build these core beliefs and hold on to this identity, is because these structures and systems warrant it. You can't exist in this place without it. So when we come to ourselves and we start to really digging around in there, it's very, very hard to do. I've been walking around on this planet, 20, 30, 40 years or more with these that have been kind of built inside of me all this time, and now going in there and fiddling around, that doesn't feel good to the individual. But once you do it, and once you realize, oh, this is good for me, well, it's good for you, and it's good for you holistically to understand that there's more to you than your functionality in this world, in this place. Yeah, it's great for you in that sense. It's not great for, one, the system and structures. There's going to be strong resistance to that, to people who are coming to that, both from those structures and systems and from the individuals who are deeply entrenched in their own core beliefs, which are founded upon the teachings and the propaganda that is constantly being fed to humanity. That puts us in the position of, yeah, one side of the coin is, whoa, fan-freaking-tastic. I feel the weight coming off of me. But then to ground yourself again in this place, walking around and interacting with people who, very many people are still really strongly attached to their core beliefs, their survival system. And when we just in our presence, it doesn't even have to be the things we're saying or responding and our just demeanor, anything, just our presence is enough to agitate people who deep in their, somewhere in their subconscious or unconscious mind are holding on for dear life to their set of core beliefs and values that they have specifically designed to keep them safe, so to speak, in this place. So very, very, very difficult. This is where we separate the boys from the men, so to speak. Not being disparaging toward the female kind, because I'm one of them, but this is where we get down to it. This is, we've been in training. We know we've talked about that in previous recordings. We've been in training for a while. Some of us for decades, some of us for less. And now we're on the battlefield. And it's not it's not a battlefield that we're literally out to take lives, but we're on a battlefield. That feeling of in this place, that's what it feels like now. That is the way it is. For some of us, if this doesn't resonate with you, then this is not your current experience, then that's all well and good. These words that we're speaking now are for those with whom these things resonate right now. If we expected we're going to get to some place and be above being affected by the goings on in this place and people and situations and the systems, and we're just going to rise above it into the clouds and not be affected, then we had the wrong idea. And maybe we did have that idea. Now, the feeling that I'm getting, and this is personal, nobody needs to submit to this. This is my own personal feeling, is that the darkest hour is just before dawn. And this hour has darkened. It's pretty damn dark in that sense, when we're talking about having to still move about in this place where we've become foreigners now. Because once we get to a point where enough of the crap has fallen away and we've let go of our grip on the stuff that other people need to hold on to, or they believe they need to hold on to survive, once we get to that place, it's a different experience, and it's, like we said, it's very, very difficult, because at the same time, the lessons that we've been learning have to do with love, have to do with, we learned it in increments, and it's just in lessons and situations. And now it's like, okay, trying to stay in the back seat and allow love to be in the driver's seat full time. That's not the mode of operation in this place for a lot of people yet. And so we're kind of backwards, upside down, and inside out in this place. And that's how we're foreigners here. We're not better than anyone. We're not better than anyone. And would never claim to be. We still struggle. But anyway, that's just one of the things. We said there are different aspects to this at the outset, but this is just one of those things that we talked about right now, and we'll continue on just to develop it out more, just in a more tangible way, how we're experiencing these things. We just touched on it in this installment, but yeah. So if you're feeling the pressure is on and you're feeling really, really disconnected from a lot of the people that you know, people that you almost feel like, I don't know you anymore, or you're just feeling kind of alone in your experience, you're not alone in that experience. It's where we're at. It's where we are now. Things are moving and shifting, and the things that we see, that's one other thing we'll mention, is that the things that we see shifting and moving around in the world around us, those things are happening on an individual level right now. There's a lot of anxiety going on. It's happening all the way down from the biggest corporations, institutions, and all of that, down to the most basic of being a life, a creation in this place, maybe even all the way down to the cellular level. We're all being affected. We see it on the big screen. We see, not the big screen. We see it in the things that's happening in the world in big ways, but it's also happening within. For all of us, for better or for worse, we're all going through this, whatever this thing is that's going on right now. And it is a witness to us and a verification of this to see that it's happening globally. Because what is happening globally is happening in families, for individuals, in communities. It's happening everywhere. So a lot more that we want to say, but we just wanted to put this one out right now because that's the one that came out right now. So, boy, you're not alone if this is your experience right now. And as always, we want to wish you so much love right now. Bye.